Second to last issue of Poison Ivy, with it starting off right where the last one ended, at this party event after the orgy of high women, who can feel the second high coming. As Pamela narrates over everything, saying that every living thing just wants to survive, either it be human, animal, or plant. The women start opening up about their own issues as they continue in their high journey, let's say. Such as a woman being self-conscious over her post-birth body, and people start embracing. Janet asks Pamela as why it takes the mushrooms for them to finally be nice to each other. Ivy gives both a scientific answer, that being a singular emotion isn't how the human mind operates, and a poetic one, that being that humans feel like they need permission to be nice, which is what the spores do. But then something happens. Janet passes out only to wake up again, as well as all the other women, looking dead at Pam, no longer speaking. And she makes a call back to what Woodrue said, about the spores not being poisoned but for control. However, not Gwen's, despite the fact that she was the one who poisoned them. But Pam's, because she still has a connection to the spores, strong enough that she is in control of them. Pam gives an idea and goes with this group of women to prevent any oil company from its shipment, by stopping it in the middle of the road by standing there in protest. The couple, who apparently just work for this oil company, just come out and ask what they're doing. I say for some reason because it is a little weird that a husband and wife are working together and just happen to have their shift together. Ivy explains that she sees now that killing isn't how to prevent something such as this, but instead staying strong like they are now. However, the couple gets back in the truck and they are prepared to drive them down. As we see Ivy's regret in bringing the women into this mess, only for Pam to somehow travel through plant life with the women, with us learning that apparently this is a new abilities that she has discovered. She can somehow move between green. And she sees that she almost got all of them killed, with her seeing the error of her ways in her judgment. They end up being free of the spores with Ivy admitting what she did, as Janet yells at her in anger for it, and Pam says she'll always be a monster. But Janet tells her she isn't. She saved them when she could have just sacrificed all of them, before kissing Pam, but she backs away, telling her to stop doing this. Gwen is also revealed to have actually been a part of the group of women the entire time, and yells at Ivy for what she did, blaming her. However, Ivy doesn't see this as solely her fault, which I do agree. Gwen did infect all of them. Ivy ends up scaring Gwen, as all the women know it's Gwen's fault, as they could have just died. Not just because of the truck, but because of the spores itself. But Janet stops her from killing her, asking that she did say that she was done killing unless it was the bad guys. But when stopping Ivy and with Gwen's story, that being that she didn't really have any idea that the spores were dangerous and that she became what she hated. She only wanted people to see the things that she did. But as Ivy and Gwen talk about maybe it's not too late, Gwen starts to slowly die in front of them, with Ivy shouting it's not her doing this. Ivy truly does try to save Gwen, but it's too late, as she's ripped apart from the inside by a plant monster, that might be Woodrue. I say might because I can't tell if it's him or if it's just a random plant monster. This, in my opinion, is a very strong issue. It shows that Ivy, while is trying to be better, she still makes mistakes. We also have a better idea of what it is that Janet feels for Ivy. As last issue, while we knew that she liked her, we didn't know if it was the spores mainly talking or her talking. However, after this issue, I'm pretty sure it was Janet mainly. And when Ivy pulled away from her, I thought it really much showed how much Ivy cared about Harley. I'm not entirely sure if I would have killed off Gwen, because I think the character could have been more interesting as maybe a villain. However, like Beatrice and Janet, she is a supporting character in this series. So her dying isn't that big of a surprise. I'm curious if Janet will be killed off, or if she will, ever come back. If not, I honestly will say I did enjoy the character for what she was. Anyways, that's it. Like always, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!